Hello and welcome to 20 Years a Migrant. In this episode, we have a new Labour government. Now what?
Yeah, so we're back. We have a new government.
Yeah, we have a
After
new government.
14 years of misrule.
How do you know?
I
That
know
is your opinion.
because I've lived it. I have seen it with my two eyes.
Oh, with your looking eyes.
With my looking eyes. I have seen it. Not my sleeping eyes, my looking ones.
Because, yeah, I know what happened to me because I was there when it happened.
It happened. I was there. I can see the roads. I can see the potholes in the roads. I can see
It's
it.
just the weather. It's just the weather. You know,
The weather has been weathering for the past thousands of years.
Climate change it's been especially bad in the last... since COVID.
Stop trying to
since the
defend
panoramic.
these hooligans. Thank goodness they're gone.
Okay, hi, I am Lawrence.
And I'm Nyari Claire.
And this is 20 Years a Migrant, a show which discusses migrant life in the United Kingdom. Well, so we've sort of got, how do you describe it? Like we've lived in the UK for more than 20 years.
Yes.
Oops. Yeah, for more than 20
And
years.
most of our guests, we've put the cutoff at 15 years.
Yeah.
So if you've been here 15 years or more,
Yeah.
you can be on the show and talk about your experiences with living in the UK and all that kind of stuff. And we'll have guests. You know.
So this episode was supposed to come out. Okay, we delayed this episode because one was due last week. We're waiting for the outcome of the elections because...
I thought we do
this is the
once
third
every
week.
2 weeks.
This is the third week, man. It was supposed to do last week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we delayed by... Okay. I knew we were delayed by a week. Nyari Clay had no clue what was happening.
I had no clue. I wasn't even here, to be honest, to be recording last week.
Well,
I was in London.
London is only over there, so...
Yeah, but you wanted me to record remotely.
Yeah, we could have done that. So we did delay this a bit because we wanted to see what happens with the elections.
Okay.
In which we now have...
a new government.
Led by...
Stier Karmer.
Stier Karmer. Led by Stier Karmer, who is the leader of the...
I said it just now, and I realized the moment I said it, what I was saying.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so so we have a new government led by Stier Karmer.
We also have new mic stands.
No one knows this. No one knows this.
Maybe people will be like, why? Wow, there's improvement. I can hear something.
Nah. What we need is new microphones because these ones were three for £25.
We'll get there.
No. I will get new microphones. Well, we will get new microphones if we start making money out of this.
So what happened to you this week? What's wrong with your leg?
Well, I had an injury. Well, I got injured at the end of May whilst we were in Zimbabwe. And I was like, I'll be fine. I'll just,
End of April.
End of April, yeah. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to shake it out.
This is what men do.
And I never really shook it out.
And I kept saying him, go.
I was going to go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I don't know when. It could have been 5 years from now. But you're going to go.
Eventually I was going to go. But then I had to go in an emergency now.
Oh.
Because I went running. Came back on a bike.
And now I'm nursing somebody.
I'm all right.
Eh?
I can do without you.
You can do without me? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've got an injury.
Get well soon.
I've got an injury injured my thigh. But quad muscle, let me say.
Quad muscles,
but then
crutches
the whole
and everything.
Yeah.
So...
And last Friday was dramatic at the GP. That doesn't matter. Let's talk about
it does.
the NHS.
It does, because it's to do with the elections and what the Labour Party is offering us. Currently, we went to the GP this morning.
This morning, yeah.
And you were signed off sick, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I was saying
the first time in my life,
for the first time in your life. And I was saying to the GP, the Tory government wanted to scrap self-certification. She was like, oh, yeah.
What is self-certification? Can you explain for the people in the back?
the people in the back that are listening who've never used it is if you're ill for anything between a couple of days to a week, you can self-certify. You can say, just by you telling your employer, I'm ill, it's qualified as confirmation that you're ill. But you only can do it for 7 days. The doctor can do it for more than that.
Yeah.
So the doctor can sign you off for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, whatever it is. But you can only certify yourself off for a week. And the Tory government was like, no, because people are. And I was saying but who does? Most people are genuine.
Yeah.
It's just a few people that do it, and it's a good thing that was put in place. I don't know who put it in place, but I've never used it.
No, because I think is when you look at it, right, there are some illnesses. You can get a cold, you can get something, a stomach bug. You don't need to go see a GP for that.
Yeah.
That is sort of wasting resources. So what they want, did they want you to go to a GP regardless? Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever, you can't say I'm off for 2 days or it's because I was ill.
Yeah, and then you have to go to the GP, queue up, call.
That's what you used to do in Zimbabwe many years ago.
Yeah. So they're like, you know what, let's just say people have got 7 days in which they can say they're ill, and then after that they have to get a letter from the doctor.
Okay, what is Labour going to do?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet, and but they'll probably keep it because they're obviously wanting to. They know that the NHS. This is Keir Starmer's words. The NHS is broken. We know it's broken, and we're gonna try and fix it. So, yeah, but they're definitely not doing privatization. So we'll see.
Yeah, they are not doing that as far as I know. Yeah, because I think.
And selling it off to their friends.
Because I remember, like, before the pandemic, you could call the GP anytime, right, and get an appointment even the same day.
Yeah.
Now this thing of saying everyone call it 8 a.m., if you call it 8:30, there are no more appointments. And whatever time you call, you're never number one. Like at 8 o'clock, right? If you call
I have once.
Well, number one.
Yeah. Managed to get through, but it was one of those where you set your alarm on your phone, and then you're like, okay, I need to call now. And then the moment it's like,
if you call just before,
if you call just before, if you call it 7:59, is that the correct?
59 seconds.
Yeah.
They will say
it won't.
It will say
it has to be at 8:0001 or whatever. For you to get through, but
it's very frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Yeah, so now hopefully that will change. That's what I hope myself. Like, because we used to do it before. Why can't we do it now? Like, because I don't know if you get ill at 11 a.m. Well, you have to call tomorrow morning at 8 for an appointment, or go to a walk-in center. So if you can get yourself there because you're too ill, because the GP is nearer, like in our case, the GP is a short walk from here.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes walk.
Yeah, so it's such poor service from the NHS. It's just I don't know. It just went terrible, really, really terrible, and I don't know how we can break to be like the leaders in the world.
But that's what you're asking, like what's next? What's next for the Tory government, and what are they going to do? At least I'm glad that this first thing he did was like, I'm scrapping the Rwanda bill. Like, I think it was like, what, he was elected on, it was a Friday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Friday.
Friday, the results, yeah.
Yeah, got the results. I think it was just after he got in, I was going to say inaugurated. What was it called? When he was told you can now form your government.
Yeah, invited by the king to form a government.
And and that was the first thing he did, which was
scraping the Rwanda. Yeah. So what was happening? Is
sorry for those
asylum seekers in Zimbabwe.
No.
Asylum seekers who come to UK were being sent. If they're granted asylum, we're going to be sent to Rwanda.
If they had failed
if you're processed, you go stay in Rwanda.
Oh, and then if you pass, then you come back, and if you don't pass, you stay in Rwanda.
I don't understand, but what I understood was you go and stay there, you get processed, and then you go and stay there. So you spend all your asylum in Rwanda. Isn't that it? I think that was it. You stay there, and once your country is safe, is to then go from Rwanda to your country. Was that not it?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. It's scrapped.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, I think what it was you'd come in, and then while you're waiting to be processed,
you're sent to Rwanda.
You're sent to Rwanda. That's what I heard. Because obviously, if you remember, the accommodation that they had was like hotel style. There's no way they can keep you there for your whole asylum period.
Right. Because they're saying Rwanda was being paid 150,000 per each migrant, for each person that's sent there.
How much so far?
About is it not 200 something thousand? 240,
is it 200 something million?
Yeah, and the new government is saying they're going to try to find a way to
get it back.
Some of the money.
Ah, okay.
And Rwanda was saying, look,
Kagame will be
you know what he said? What the Rwanda government has said is, look, the problem is at your end, we are ready. You paid us money, everything is ready. Send people here; they'll be nice and safe. We made our side of the deal.
Yeah,
you are the problem.
You are the problem.
Yeah.
So how are you going to get all this money back? Because now they're going to have all these empty buildings, and then what are they going to do?
Flats. I don't know.
You see? So they're going to put the works in the spanner thing.
Yeah,
spanner in the works.
Yeah, so the Rwanda policy has been abolished. Okay, because what according to the Labour government. They said they want to create a fair system and stop the small boats crossing.
And sport.
Yeah. So I think they're going to create some border force, another border force.
What he was saying in his what you call it in the debates and stuff.
Okay.
No. In the debates, he was saying that because he's a criminal lawyer. Stier Karmer. Keir Starmer is a defense lawyer, and he has worked. One of his roles was doing stuff with immigration.
Yeah.
So his plan is to stop the illegal. What are they called? The gangs.
The
gangs that actually bring people across, rather than letting people come and then sending them to Rwanda, which doesn't make sense. It's like stop the boats. Like what we're saying in our last podcast, we're saying when you seek asylum, usually it should be the first port of call. The first country you get to is where you seek asylum.
Yeah.
But most people are skipping France. They're skipping. I don't know what else is in between.
Portugal
to come to England.
Portugal, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that sort of issue as well.
Why do people still want to come to England, to UK though?
I don't know. I suppose it's because of the benefits. There's jobs because the British people don't want to work.
Have you seen the things you get in Germany?
Is it?
Germany, Sweden,
yeah, but I don't
Norway.
think it's that easy to get there though.
Yeah. Or maybe in the language. But the thing is,
and also language, because the British colonized everywhere, so everyone knows English.
Because I think, there are some places with better things. Like right now, if I could, I would live in Germany. I know you don't want to.
But I think also, what do you mean I don't want to live in Germany? I've never said that. But what I also think is when these people come on the boats, they've got family, they've got relatives here.
Yeah, they know.
There's already a community. It's like when we came, we already had people here. It was just easier to sort of come in, and then you can live at someone's house. And then
you're not going to head to Sweden.
Yeah, but then when I go to Sweden, I don't know. Even right now, after 20 years of being here, I don't have a relative in Sweden or a relative
in Sweden. Yeah.
I mean, Germany, it's only recently because my cousin's studying there, but she doesn't actually live there. So I don't have anybody that I could be like, oh.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that's also the other thing that draws them here is because there's already a community of people. So it's just easier for them to just...
people still go to all these other places. But,
I know Italy
the bottom
is
line
full of people.
It's full. No, the bottom line is people go where they know someone. Like, I'm not going to get out here and say, you know what, I'm going to go to Mexico.
Especially when you're seeking asylum. I mean, if you've got freedom of movement, then hey. But if you're like, you've got nothing on you, just apart from the clothes you're wearing.
But you know what? What's staggering for me is the amounts of people pay these gangsters. I'm thinking, you know what? You are better off using their money for something else there, or maybe they borrow money. or maybe they don't pay it up in cash, because when you hear about the amounts, like
how much are they
how
paying?
much? It's quite a lot.
How
You
much?
hear something like £10,000 or something like that.
Really?
That is a lot of money.
£10,000.
Yeah, or even if someone says £5,000, yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know,
of
because
money.
I'm just thinking of the COS saga, the certificate of sponsorship people that are coming illegally, in inverted commas, but they're paying for that COS. They're paying at least 10,000, 5,000.
Do you think they shouldn't pay? Yeah. But those guys, right, especially the ones coming on the boats, imagine you're coming here, you have no clue what you're going to do. All you want to do is to be in this place. And you raise that much money? Nah. So sometimes I think that figure is exaggerated.
I think it's exaggerated.
It is, because it makes no sense. Like, where did you get 10,000? Because saving £10,000 for someone who is in the UK to say, I'm going to save £10,000 a year, it's doable, but it is a lot of money.
Yeah.
When you think the average wage is about, what, is it 25,000? Is it?
Somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So how are you saving that money? Because I think, that's exaggerated. But anyway, yeah. So that's some of the things that so Keir Starmer said they're going to try to stop the gangs.
Yeah, they're going to still stop the boats, but they're going to stop them at source.
Yeah,
not
gangs. Rather than
Yeah.
And they also say they're going to reduce the reliance on overseas workers.
So the COS is stopping.
The COS, well. So
no, but the thing is that it's because their plan as Labour is to increase pay for nurses, doctors, carers. That way, it will be an incentive for the British people to start working. Because if you're being paid a competitive 24,000 plus for the job that you're doing, because I think at the minute carers are less than that.
Less than that, yeah.
And and if you're a nurse, I think if you're starting as a nurse, you'll be, I think maybe at 30 or something like that, which is not great. As a nurse, I mean, you've trained all this. You know what I mean? Like it's a proper profession.
Yeah.
Cheap doctors as well, junior doctors, they all start around 30,000. That's why they've been, striking and stuff. So if they're going to get paid a good amount of money, they're not leaving the NHS, are they?
Yeah. So I think when I read the thing that say reduce reliance on overseas workers, right? I didn't read the rest of it because it involves like proper wages and conditions, like what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't read all of it. Like, okay, what we should do is to make it the job more attractive, because there are people who can do these jobs.
Yeah.
Lots of people here who can do this job
and who love it, because I've been watching people like when you watch shows like Panorama or whatever, and people who are crying and saying, I love the NHS, I had to leave because they just were not paying me well enough. I couldn't afford to do XYZ. I have kids, I have I have to go and do agency work, which because
when you look at and then they come back to work for the NHS,
and then they come and then the NHS is paying even more money, and then now you have to privatize. It's like ridiculous.
That's like a scam.
But anyway, boggles the mind. It's how do you think
you leave the NHS to join an agency?
Yeah,
and then the NHS calls your agency to say, "Oh, we need someone." And
because now you're short staffed. Now you're paying even more to pay people when they're working for you. You can't pay them. It doesn't make sense.
But just at with agencies, you're not responsible for pensions and for many other things.
Yeah,
but still. I think that you should just improve the working conditions, like what they did with the police, because the police are well paid, to avoid corruption, right? Because we don't want a poor police person. They're going to.
But there was a time when the police were overpaid, because most people had been in the police force, because you can be in the police force for years, right? And they used to obviously increase your pay. And then there was a time, I can't remember when it was. I remember selling a car that I'd purchased to a policeman, ex-policeman. And we just got, you know how you get talking. And he was saying, I've now left the police force because they've...
I get paid too much.
Because I get paid too much. No, because they were now reducing their duties or making their job less. They were hiring younger people, right?
Yeah.
Making the job less, because I don't know if you've seen the community police. Is it community police?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Community support.
So they start them from there, like community support. That's it. And they start them from there with like very basic pay, because they're trying to cut down the bill. Because now all these people who are now veterans in inverted commas, so say in your 30s, near 40s, you know, your salary is now like, you know, 60,000, 80,000 or something crazy like that. But yeah.
No, I think maybe that was poor.
So they
retrenched.
Previously. They retrenched them. Yeah. And then they hired all these community support people.
I think it's poor wage structure, because in my workplace there are people who have been there for many years. I've been working here for 42 years. Well done, right? But because, you know, companies are clever, they've got grades. They say from this grade you earn this much to this much, and when you reach the ceiling of that the salary ceiling for that grade, you're not getting more money.
But that started recently, didn't it?
No,
because I remember. No, like in your company. No, so I remember you were saying that there's this guy, I can't remember his name, or I do remember his name, but I'm not going to mention it. And he was getting paid a lot more for the role, for the basic role that he was, not base, I wouldn't call it base, I think it was like a line manager or something. And he was being paid a lot more because he'd been there 42 years, like you say. But because they hadn't done the whole ceiling thing, their salaries just kept going up.
Oh, I see that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay.
Can I mention the name and then you can cut it off?
Don't give me things to do, though. Yeah, but I think maybe in the past, but I think I think you tend to reach a ceiling. Otherwise, you're going to get paid more than more for your role. So, well, yeah. For me, I do hope that they do pay a lot more.
Yeah, because I mean, like, do you remember the Tories are just. Oh my God. Do you remember when they said to us, if you're not happy with your job, leave? And then the other thing they said was, they said, if you're not happy with your job, get another job. Or if you're not happy with your pay, get another job. Do you remember? That was their solution. Like live on TV or some type of message they were giving us.
Is it?
You don't remember this?
I don't remember this.
I think it was either Boris or Rishi. No, I don't think it was Rishi. It was probably Boris, who said, you know, like, if you're not happy with your job, leave. You're thinking, I love my job. Why am I?
In the NHS?
Eh?
Telling people in the NHS.
I think it was either whoever, because people were saying, wages, and you know, like even in the civil service where I work, where people are like, you know, pay us. You know,
it's a thing, right?
And they were like, well, if you're not happy, leave. And you're thinking, we've got all this expertise, right? And you just want us to just go. And then, but we love the team. We love working. We love doing what we're doing.
Because there are people who actually believe in service, like in serving their community services, in like civil service. There are people who believe in it. Yeah. Okay. Just like there are politicians who believe in serving people, right? So you can't tell that person, do something else.
Well, that's what the Tories were telling us, isn't it? Or get another job, and then you're thinking, I've got kids. By the time I finish my 9 to 5, and then you want me to get another job, which hours?
Getting a second job.
You know? Because they're all rich. The Tories are rich. They're corrupt and rich.
Some of them are not rich, though.
Yeah, majority of them are.
Because I feel like
the ones that were leading us, not the ones who are sort of like.
So a lot of people who vote Tory, I feel they are protecting their interests in a way, like you know, some boroughs around here, around Nottingham or wherever, they have always voted Tory. I'm thinking, why are you voting Tory? Because maybe you have a Tory council that does things in a different way, and because all the properties all people in the area are sort of well off. You're not well off, but you live in a sort of well off area, so that the service or the amenities, they are a bit better. You feel like, yeah, I'm Tory. Yeah, in Tory in just ideology, really, but you don't. You think, because what they make you think is like what the Republicans do in America. They will say, oh, if you vote for so and so, they're going to take this and that away from you. They're going to take your make you pay more. They're going to take your guns. They're in America, right? Like, no, did not. Do you know what I mean? They make you feel like you're going to lose something. By voting for a different type of person, and then
because even I don't know if you listened to Keir Starmer's speech once he got.
No,
we were standing outside 10 Downing, and he was saying, even for those people that didn't vote for me, I'll still work for you. I'll still, because that's what we do. Blah blah blah. Obviously, it's all words, but but Labour generally is known for taking care of everyone, whereas Tory is concentrating more on their Tory.
Tory is more like
Tory areas. And they're leaving. If you voted Labour and your area is Labour, you're not going to get funding.
Yeah, but there was a video.
Or at least you will, but not.
There was a video of Rishi Sunak when you were saying, she was saying he was proud to take away that, like a benefit that was being, is it £20 benefit that was being given to people, and putting in to the wealthier people. There's a video that surfaced.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think you'll need to play that clip if you can play it on the thing. Because if you can find it, if it's easy to find.
Yeah, so
that would be interesting to hear. That's what taking from the poor to give to the rich.
There was something about like I'm taking that away. Maybe if I find it, I'll do it.
From all of you, I managed to start changing the funding formulas to make sure that areas like this are getting the funding that they deserve. Because we inherited a bunch of formulas from the Labour Party that shoved all the funding into deprived urban areas. Then that needed to be undone. I started the work of undoing that.
And that whole electricity thing, as much as we were grateful to receive it.
Which electricity thing?
Didn't every household get some? What did we get? We got something from the government to do with gas, electric.
Oh, that £200.
Was it £200? But we got it in installments, because I remember mine came in like £66. I think it was over 3 months.
Yeah,
£66.
that one,
something like that.
You even forgot about it. That's how insignificant it was.
Yeah, but everyone got it, and then you're thinking, so Rishi Sunak, you actually right now in your account there's a £66 coming into your account right now.
Well,
Rishi, you billionaire.
It's
like
it's fair.
I know it's fair, but it's not fair. If you think about it, that's why they say equality is not fairness, and equality is not about treating everyone the same. It's about what is it? There's this picture where you've got like a short person, a tall person, a disabled person, and they say that for them to see over this fence, right? So the tall person can see over the fence.
Okay, I know that.
You've seen the picture, yeah? But the short person and the person in the wheelchair can't, because they can't see over. So basically, equality is giving the short person a box, and the what you call the person in the wheelchair, I don't know, a box, I guess, or a ramp, I don't know, so that they can also see. You see, so the tall person doesn't get anything because they already can see, they already have the advantage. It's the poor people. So I don't understand why, so that's why I'm saying equality and fairness is not always about, give everyone £66.
It's just easier to administer, I guess.
I know, because obviously you can't be like, oh, you're a millionaire or whatever. But still, there's, if I can check his account, and if I find out he got that £66.
He didn't even notice.
Exactly.
To him, that's changing the couch.
It's crazy.
Anyway, so talking about
what next?
no, what next? Do you know what I want? What I would want, because I was going to talk about people voting for racists. I won't dwell on that. Yeah,
please
so
don't.
People were voting for racists, and those racists, they, I think there's a mystery about just putting forward names of people who don't exist as candidates. That is an investigation that's going on the internet right now, trying to figure out, there's this candidate in my area, do they exist? So this girl, she went from Glasgow, she went to London, to that office, those parties, to that party's office.
Yeah.
To say, do you know Helen Burns? She's looking for a lady called Helen Burns.
Oh, wow.
She sent emails, there are no pictures, there's nothing, no one knows who she is, but she was a candidate. So now there's a thing about, like, wait, if these people didn't exist And some of these MPs lost votes because people were voting this AI candidate.
Yeah.
Right. What's going to... Because when the results were being announced, they were not there. So
it's absolutely crazy.
So it's really crazy, yeah. But anyway, so what I would want from the new government, okay, so as someone who has to play black tax, I need the pound to be stronger, please. Don't you want the pound to be stronger?
Yes.
So that... Remember that time when
back
it
in
was...
the day, no, but really, to be fair, our problem is not necessarily the pound to be stronger. It's Zimbabwe using the US dollar. That's the problem. But still,
I can't solve that because
I know, but I'm just saying, as in, you know,
can you sort out
how much stronger will it get for it to make a significant change? But it's not. It's never going to be. Remember when we first came, we used to send £20. £20. Yes, because I'll never forget it.
No. I'm talking about the exchange rate. Like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm just saying.
The pound to be much stronger than the.
Because you're talking about black tax, huh? So.
Yeah, right. So if I'm sending £100, I want it to be at least $160. At least. Not this nearly 1:1. It's nearly not 110. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's one of the things I want. Okay, and I also want to be able to go to Europe easily, cheaply.
Yeah, but Labour's not going to be. They're not. The Brexit is Brexit. That's what they said.
No, it's not about Brexit, but it's just about if the pound is stronger. Can you imagine, like, when you go to somewhere in Europe and it's just cheap to go on holiday?
Yeah.
To go on holiday.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Do you remember when we went to Venice? I'll call it Venice, but it was a town near Venice because we went to Venice for the day, but we're staying outside.
Yeah,
how expensive that was.
Venice is stupidly expensive.
No, but I'm just saying, as in generally, we were like, because I think the last time we'd been in Europe. Those
few days I spent so much money. I was so shocked by how much I spent.
The euro was just eating us alive. I don't know what it is now because we haven't been in Europe in a while. But hey.
Yeah, that time that was expensive.
Yeah. But that's what it is now.
Jeez.
Everywhere because it's the euro.
I need someone to fix it. Who's going to fix it? Stier Karmer.
Stier Karmer will fix it. I don't know how they're going to do it when we're outside of the European Union.
What I also want is for... What do you want? You take your turn. It's your turn.
I don't know. I just want the roads to be fixed. I just want small things. I remember I was saying to you, was it yesterday? When was it? I can't remember. I was saying
just fix one road in each town.
That if they just fixed one road in each suburb. Is it a suburb? What do they call them here?
Borough.
It's not a borough. Borough is not a borough.
Estate.
No, it's not a state.
Borough, what is it then?
What do we call them? Area. Do they call them area? Oh my God! I'm showing my immigrantness. I don't want to say ignorance. It's more immigrantness. It's like what? But yeah, okay. Each suburb.
We don't live in it. Okay, never mind. Okay, go ahead. In each suburb.
Yeah, in each suburb, and then they just do one street. So at least everyone gets to see that there's something happening.
Which street though?
I don't know.
Probably
this one, Hucknall Lane.
Hucknall Lane, this one, yeah.
This one.
Can you wait?
Hucknall Lane, where there's McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Morrison's. What's wrong with you?
No,
your sense of direction.
No, because I thought you meant this one here. The one going to the M1.
I said Hucknall Lane. Yeah. So what do I want? I think for me, if they can fix the NHS, to be honest with you, NHS and wages, those two things. Because I think, yes, I'm talking about roads and stuff, but if people are getting paid and they can manage to pay their bills, they can manage to do X, Y, Z, and also reduce the cost of things like particularly with energy bills, because the companies are just doing what they want. I don't even understand what's going on. They reduce that, and then I don't know about petrol, how that works, but
petrol,
it's a bit tricky because
it's the world price. Yeah, but because for us, is it 65% of the petrol of the fuel price is tax, right? But for me, what I would want is like cheaper or more affordable public transport. Okay, it should be easy for me to go to London or to go to Manchester. Oh, it's quite cheap to go to Manchester from here.
Yeah.
But going to London, if I say I want to go to, actually I'm going to check. So if I say I want to go to London right now, like someone says, Laurie, you need to go to London now. What's our station in London?
It'll probably cost you
Is it Euston?
St Pancras.
St Pancras.
It'll probably cost you £160.
Right. So if I
return.
So okay, for one way, it's £76.
That's what I said, about 160. Yep, that's the price.
That's a lot of money.
That's the price.
Yeah. And if I have to return, let's say
that's now off peak.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So imagine if you wanted to travel like around 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
And oh my God, it's a lot of money. And if I have to return, oh my God, £138. That's off peak. Advancing is off peak. Huh? Anytime return, £219 to go to London. Of which if I put, how much fuel do we need? £40 of fuel. £40
of fuel. And then parking.
You go there.
If you go and you park wherever.
Or if you're going to visit somewhere, a friend or family, you don't pay for parking.
Yeah.
And the car is.
But then also I know you're saying 200 and something, but then once you get there, you're gonna still pay
the tube.
I don't know how much that is.
The tube or the bus.
Maybe 13. Is it £13?
No, it depends on the zone. Depends where you're going. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still paying more for your transport to get to where you're going. So.
And I would have to to go to the main train station from here.
Yeah, but to be fair, like you're saying, public transport, I mean, before I was driving, I obviously did public transport. It was okay, in terms of, and I think it was, but I used to always do the bus because the trains have always been, in my 20 years, have always been ridiculously expensive. As much as now they're 160, I think they used to be about 60 to £80 return.
Okay.
When I first came. It was about that much.
Well, I should say
and in my head thinking, £60, that's £60, I can do X, Y, Z. You still have that mentality of changing money and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I was like, nah, there's no way I'm spending £60. The bus is £12 return. The National Express,
The journey is about 1 hour, 50 minutes. Let's qualify that a little bit.
By what?
No, because
I
think it's... Yeah, because I never used to pay that much. Maybe this is why it's painful a lot. Okay, because when I was living in Farnborough, going to Waterloo wasn't expensive because the journey was just like
locals is not expensive. Remember when last week I was coming from London and then I had a bit of a mishap.
So right now it's £21.
But it was. When I was looking to see what trains to get from, where was I? Derby. From Derby to here, it was £5.
Yeah.
At that time, but it was about 7 in the evening. It was about £5 to get from there to here. From Chesterfield, I think it was about £8.
Okay.
No, it was £2. It was £2.32 from Derby.
Yeah.
Yes, £2.32 from Derby.
That's reasonable.
And then I remember thinking, because I saw underneath it said first class £5, and I was like, maybe I should pay £5 and be in first class, take my TikTok videos. Who's gonna know? You know, I was like, £5.
Because the thing is, right, somehow, as soon as a journey says London, it becomes really, really expensive.
Yeah.
Because I remember...
Because it's £24, isn't it? 'Cause sometimes, because that's where your office is in Manchester, it's £24 return.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, but £32.
£32.
Yeah, it depends. If I book it, it'll be £24.
Yeah.
To go to Manchester, which is not far.
Yeah.
But the moment you are gonna go south, if you go southbound, ooh. Because I remember even the time I cycled from Newcastle to Whitehaven, the train from Whitehaven to Newcastle, £8. Long journey, £8.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what happens the moment you go in that direction.
Yeah.
This is south. If you the moment
The moment you start going into London, I think it might be from every angle, because I know my colleagues from Manchester were saying the same thing, that going to London is so expensive, but the moment you're like from Leeds to Manchester, Sheffield to Manchester, Sheffield to Birmingham, you know, all that kind of stuff. This side of town, cheap. But the moment you want to go into London, my friend, I don't know, how much is it from here to, say, Milton Keynes?
By train. There's no direct train.
There's no direct train to Milton Keynes?
No, there's no direct train.
Okay, let's say Kettering.
Let's say we are...
Let's say Kettering, because that's kind of... Because that's not really... It's like, it's the same train going to London, but you're just getting it off at Kettering.
Okay, Kettering. I think should be like £13. You know what, let me just do single. It's just easier that way.
Okay. Just do a bit of an experiment. It's the same train.
£31. Why is it £31? Oh, no, because it's going... There's no train now. It's okay. £19. 70.
It's £19 to Kettering.
£19 to Kettering.
So basically, it's £40.
And if you do it,
but Kettering to London is just another 30 minutes, and now you're paying 160. Wow. So it's a London thing. It's the moment you say London on your destination, it gets expensive.
Yeah, it gets really, really expensive. It gets really expensive.
Because Kettering is 30 minutes, isn't it? Or Bedford or whatever.
I cleared it already.
No, I'm just saying it's 30 minutes away. I'm not saying like on the train, not driving.
Is it?
Because I'm sure that's what Tadi was saying.
Oh.
Your niece. Because it's not too far.
Yeah, I know
to get into London.
No, it's not too far.
Yeah, no, yeah. To be fair, I'm looking forward to it. To see what changes, because they keep saying changes now. So they're obviously going to make some drastic changes. Yesterday we had a meeting with our new minister.
Okay.
For Department of Trade.
Who is it?
Hey, Jonathan something. I need to remember his name.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
I think for me,
really, it's the green stuff, like what you're saying about trains, making it cheaper for energy.
Because
there's not much on the manifesto of Labour.
No, they want to. Yeah, well, isn't that
they're not very green compared to the Greens.
Compared to the Greens are ridiculously green. So what they're going to do is they're going to form Great British Energy, a company for renewable energy. That's what they're going to do for that. Because I did not vote for them, I must say.
Nah, neither did I.
I didn't vote for them because of reasons.
Because of the pineapple.
Do you know what? I was thinking,
I didn't vote for them because of the pineapple. That was for me. That was the main reason. Because in principle, because like I said, I told my MP, if you don't vote for ceasefire, I ain't voting for you. So I did not vote for him.
Well, for me, I was looking at. I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to say the party I voted for got 4 votes, got 4 seats. Like that, the party I voted for got 4 seats. Then I realized, the rest is got 4 seats. I didn't vote for them. I voted for the other one, for the green ones.
But you know what? But they're saying they want to stop this first to the post thing. But
they've been saying it for a while.
I know. But imagine if they had. Where would Reform be right now? Would they be the 3rd largest?
Well, they would need to have real candidates.
Well, yeah, but let's say they had real candidates. They'll be the third largest.
They'll be the third.
So in this situation, I'm happy we were first to the post because they only have one seat. Don't they have one seat?
Four seats.
Four.
Together with the Greens, yeah, I've already Green.
I thought it was one seat that they had.
Now they have
the Greens are the ones
four
that... No, it's one, Laurie.
4 seats.
Oh.
4 seats.
If you say so.
Because Ashfield and
do you know what?
their leader.
Oh, that was the other thing as well. You know, with Ashfield, because I was looking at it the other day, the person who stood for Ashfield used to be Tory.
Yeah.
So it's not... So at the end of the day, you know, because I know you're saying, because I remember I was saying to you, that place would never change from Tory. They've always been Tory, right? Hucknall area. So when you said, they've changed to Reform, I was like, I had to look to see. Then I realized, it's the same person who was the MP anyway.
No, he was in government, right? He said something about some racist stuff. And then he was chucked out by the Tories. And then he joined Reform. So
because he left, but left in March.
He left in March, but then he remained MP anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And then he just came back under Reform, the racists, and got his position back.
And you know what was funny? Because where people were comparing, like, if you look at the reform policies, okay, because they're going to have policies about the environment and stuff like that. Stuff that you would think, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But people who are voting for Reform aren't thinking, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense about what they want to do about the environment.
That's true.
All they're thinking about, get the migrants out. You know what I mean? That is their motivation. Although you may try to sugarcoat it, like, no, we stand for, we don't like, because, there was just before the elections, they started sort of, what do you call it? Oh, I'm getting your problem now, this migrant problem. The word is running away from me. When a few of their candidates, they had videos of comments that they said before, like racist thing that they said before.
Yeah.
And then they would say, okay, we're not support. Then they would withdraw support for those candidates. And then they were claiming, no, actually what happened is, this election, it was a rush. We didn't have time to vet everyone. We used a company, but, because of this rush, there are some people who slipped through. And we are all against Islamophobia. All trans, whatever.
I think I heard the word
that.
bad apple in there, chucked in there as well. They were like, it's a few bad apples. And you're like, we all know what happens with bad apples.
And you know what this... For me, the first thing they said, we don't want to hear any Islamophobia. Like, why... It was so suspect to start with Islamophobia because that is the basis of... Remember the BNP, UKIP, Brexit, the same people that is there being.
The Tommy Robinsons. Where was Tommy Robinson this time? He's in jail.
I don't know. He was,
remember he was
arrested.
Or he's locked up in Canada.
Yeah, so Tommy Robinson is a guy who... He was this guy.
Did you see that video? You saw it, did you?
Yeah, I saw the video.
And they were like, you're under arrest. I think he was going into a restaurant or something. Then he stood there going, huh?
Okay, so Tommy Robinson is a guy, is this terrible person that spreads a lot of Islamophobia and stuff like that. And
racist
all racism, rhetoric, all about illegal migration and whatever people should go back, like how Britain is for white people. Anyone else who's not should leave.
It's the English Defence League.
English Defence League, yeah. So he went to Canada and he was arrested for migration offences.
He was not meant to be in Canada because he's got what is it? Offences. He's got a criminal record. That's it. He's got a criminal record, and he was not meant to have been in Canada. So I don't know how he applied for his visa or how he got in.
He lied on his application.
On his application, he lied. So somebody must have tipped the police, and then someone was recording, and this guy was going into a restaurant, and they obviously nicked him. So I don't think he voted even. I'm sure he's still in Canada right now. It's been too late.
They sent him to Rwanda.
Let's hope they sent him to Rwanda. He's the third person that's gone to Rwanda. Do you know that there are only 2 people that have been to Rwanda, that have gone to, but they agreed to go because most people are going to be forced to go, right?
Imagine being the only 2. So what are they going to bring them back now?
I don't know, because they got £3,000 each.
They had a bit of a holiday in
and then they were told to go to Rwanda, so they're probably living in this big hotel. With nobody else there. Just the 2 of them. I don't know.
So they're going to bring them back to UK.
I have no idea, Sha.
And so I come back there and they're like, when I was on holiday, I would shoot TikTok videos.
Right?
In Rwanda.
No wonder.
So they come back.
Guys. Look at my house, guys.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. So I think
I just hope something there is change, and I'm glad also Jeremy Corbyn got in.
yeah.
You know, to his seat, despite the fact that the YouGov poll was saying that he wasn't going to make it.
Who said?
YouGov.
That's right.
Just prior to he was remember he was late in his submission to what do you call it, contest or whatever. It's a contest or whatever. So some people didn't even know that he was gonna. You know, I think when they did the poll, some people didn't know that he was in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only a for that area as well. The poll was just for that area. It wasn't for.
Right.
It wasn't nationwide.
The thing about polls, right? Polls, they can be accurate and stuff like that. But it's when I hear 1 in 5 people are going to do this. So like, I've never been asked that question. Or I've never. Is it because I don't take part in the surveys? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah.
You pay. You get paid, isn't it?
Probably.
For participating, but you have to die. I think you have
do you know how many times I've done surveys for the NHS and they said they're going to give me £5? Do you know I'll be rich right now?
With the £5.
With the £5. And I'm like, you know, because anyway, I've done the survey because I want the NHS to improve. So I've always done their surveys anyway. But I know they usually come with an incentive.
Okay.
I think it's about £5. It's not a lot. But I've never seen those £5.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Like, we'll give you £5. It's coming.
It's coming. Maybe it will come in my.
Maybe when it's 5, they'll give it to you when it's 500.
Maybe. Let's hope so. I can go on holiday. Honestly.
Anyway, all right. I think we're done for today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening. I think we'll go back to our regular
scheduling. So which means there's one out next week.
Nah, just do 2 weeks. What I mean is we'll go back to our usual topics.
Yeah.
Because we've done back to back about kind of politics.
Yeah. We've done really 3 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 3 of them, yeah.
No, I'm just saying as in it's not been more than 3.
Yeah. I think we didn't expect this election.
So. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. And I think also the circumstances around it. If it had just come as a normal, what we expect, I don't think it would have been as.
Yeah, because it's usually in May.
Yeah.
But then we didn't do that in May, or somewhere. But then because I was thinking, summer. Well, summer is still on the way.
Summer is still on the way.
If anybody finds someone, please send it our way because it's not here yet.
Well, it's definitely not in Africa. My sister sent me a picture in Joburg. -3.
Well, it's winter.
But -3, bruh.
Well, you remember that year when Joburg there was snow, remember?
They always have snow, though. They always have snow. Do you know that there's a ski resort in Lesotho?
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Did you not know?
Is it in Lesotho?
In Lesotho, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would.
It's called Afri-ski.
I would expect that in the mountains. I would expect that.
Yeah, it's called Afri-ski. So if we have any people like skiing and skiing,
I'll go.
Go to Lesotho. I want to go there. There I would go.
Well, you don't want to go to Iceland?
No, I would go to Afri-ski.
Why?
Because then I can if I get cold, I can go somewhere where it's warm.
Cold is cold. Cold is cold.
No, because I think that would be an experience. Like, what? In Africa, skiing? What?
You can ski in Italy, in France.
But that's normal.
It's nearer.
I'm not disputing that. I wouldn't ever dispute that. Yeah, but I'd rather do because I've never been to Lesotho also. But anyway, I think we had closed off like 10 minutes
All
ago.
right, yeah. So thank you so much for listening. Please tell others about the podcast and give us some feedback.
Yes, would love your feedback.
If you go on, I know about Apple Podcasts, where you can leave.
We are very active on Instagram, so come to our Instagram. Tell us what you think. We will respond to your messages. The comment section is always quite interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Twitter, I checked out of Twitter. Checked out of Twitter. I can't even call it X. I don't know. I just
since it changed to X.
Since before it changed to X, I just grew up. No, you know what? Because I see some people like, okay, how are you still the same? We used to tweet this in 2009. How are you still being the same? I've kind of grown up.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying everyone there isn't, but I just sort of outgrown it. I don't have time to commit to doom scrolling. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody.
I think. Oh, sorry.
Okay. You think what?
No, I think the problem is that there's quite a lot of social media stuff out there now, and we just have too much, and sometimes you just have to make that decision to X something. Nah. No pun intended. To X something over something else, and I know you obviously started your cycling Instagram account, so you've obviously got other things you're interested in. So
but Instagram is getting annoying now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want the next best thing?
Instagram was fine.
Started.
It was just photos. You know, when it was just photos, you used to see nice things. Now you get motivation.
Well, I don't know why you're looking for motivation, but
even if when you're not looking for it, you get people like, oh, you can cycle, you can run. Look at me, I was cycling 6 miles in a year. Now I'm doing it in 6 minutes. I don't know. It's just anyway.
6 miles in a year.
Thank you for everyone for listening. Find us,
guys. Bye.
Yeah, 20 years a migrant. Okay, bye.